Hello, Key Games. Today we're playing MBT by GMT Games. We're doing scenario 3. We're on turn 11. We are using all basic, advanced, and optional. During the movement phase, so we did the combat phase, and so actually we're in the second air phase now, but there's no air units, so let's do this. We do the movement phase. Do we have close assault or hand to hand? Let's see. I don't see that because these guys are the only ones that might be eligible, but I gave them a no command because I want them to remove the, I want to see the suppression removed. So there is none. And the next step is okay. Combat. And so the marker down here that shows that NATO. So NATO has first initiative. The Soviets move. Okay. First one I want to move is these right here. Because those right there, that's my artillery, and they can fire smoke. So I want where they can fire smoke. So that's a free turn, and that costs 1, 2, 3. Free turn. 3, 4, 5. And I can go through that. 6 there and direction. Now I can move this. Are they spotted? As I told, so let's see. Oh, I think plenty of people do. So they have line of sight, and this unit will have. I'll take a break. So I think we have a very good chance of having those seen. Okay, so we have 3 vehicles, so let's see what range we have. Go up here. Wait a minute. Here we go. All right. Okay. So it's a vehicle. There's no cover. It's a spot move though, so it's +2. And then we have brew up smoke. Where is that brew up smoke? Okay, so there's no penalty for brew up smoke. Yeah, smoke only affects the 2 hit chance, doesn't affect spotting. All right, so we're having okay. To target is Now, chart right here, it's a veteran, base 80, and we have plus 3 different units, so it's spotted. Okay, so now we're going to do an initiative. And NATO and Soviet Union. And NATO. So who do I have moving over here? I think the only movement I have for NATO is this one. I don't have him moving. Yeah, he was in Overwatch. So what do I want to do with that one? With that half squad thing. They're not in full cover. So I can't have him do a low crawl. I can put him in full cover after. So I'm just going to have him move over here and spread out a little bit more. It's woods right here. Or should I have him go over there? I think I'm going to put him in the woods. All right, so let me check, see if I have the movement points. So they're moving through light woods. And it's 1, 2, 4. Leg units, it's all 1. Okay, so I'm good. So they can be right there. All right, and they're obviously not spotted, so they lose spot. Oh. Let's go over here. Now, so now the Soviets are the only ones that have moves left. I want to move this group right here. Right, these are all BMPs. I'm going to stage these in a place because they're going to have to make a run. My plan is to have this vehicle, you know, the mobile heavy artillery, do smoke fire. That's going to cover this right here. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm down. Now, and then I want to delete those move markers because I don't need them. Now, those are probably going to be, the only issue I see with those being spotted is there's a limit to how much one particular can attain spot. That's 4 per unit. So if I have 3 units, no, I have more than enough units. So I can spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 different, I can have up to 20 different. So I'm not going to have to worry about that. So they're spotted. Okay. Movement. Again, it's Soviet. And I got right here. Now, overrun because they're in heavy wood. What am I going to do right here? So I'm trying, and here's some, now these are wheeled vehicles, and they're going, so that's going to slow them down. So let's go over here and take a look at the wheel column so we get a better picture. Okay, so it only costs 1 to go through crops or clear. Okay. And there's some light woods over there. It'll cost 4 if they ever get. All right, so how do I want to handle this right here? I mean, even the tank. How do I want to handle the tank too? I would like to get that tank positioned right there in that woods where it also has a height advantage. So I'm going to move it up 1, and then it's going to enter the light woods. No, it's a medium woods, and it's going to be 3, and then you're going up a slope. So it's going to be 4 to enter that. And then it's going to be 5. I'm going to turn, oops, wrong way. And I'm going to go 6, 7, 8. So I would have to do back here. In that hex, I have to do a check. It's going. And if you look, there's a +5 modifier to the bog check. So 30 and 1 through 20. So it's going to be but roll. Hopefully it doesn't bog. Okay, not bog. So it's going to be able to make it into that spot. Now that's not a bad spot. All right. So this unit is an Overwatch. Fire at that unit. First thing we have to see, does it see it? And there's 1, 2, 3. There's plenty of units around there, but let's see if it's seen. All right, so it's in medium cover. So first thing we have to do is did NATO notice it? By NATO. And we're going to check that right here. Is unit spotted by NATO? Okay, so it is in the woods. Is going to be medium cover. Right. Moving +2. Spotting actually. So +1. I don't think this. So the net die roll modifier. We're looking at max for B with +1. So max spotting range is 30 hexes. And distance between spotters distance between the closest spotter and is max spotting range. So it's a base 80, and we have 6 units spotting, so it's auto. No problem getting that eyes on it. We have recon on it. All right, so I'll just put spot on one type of spot rather than spot fire. So that means this unit now sees this. Now this unit is going to fire at this. Right. From here to here, Overwatch fire. And it's going to be So it's going to be 1P Abrams range. Rising shot, and the ammo's going to stabilize. Armor piercing, fin stabilized, discarding sable. 6. So if I hit. Is 110. Modifiers. What are the 2-hit modifiers? Let's see. So the 2-hit row shift modifier. The 2-hit row shifts are. So now we do row shifts are minus -3 row shift. There's no smoke. So Overwatch -1. Because there's no 2. I think that may be it. There's no target acquisition. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, so I'm quickly going over it. Okay. With row shift. $54 to hit. So I need 54 or less to hit. Okay, 54 or less to hit. So I'm going to roll. And this right here, now, I got to check to see if it's spotted. So the Overwatch is removed because I did my Overwatch fire. There's another unit back here with Overwatch, but it doesn't have line of sight to the target hex, so go right there, and that's in a building. And I'm pretty sure. Let's see now in the other direction. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 units. So 4 units have line of sight to that. All right. So 4 units have line of sight to firing unit, and firing unit is 1/2 max spotting range. So the base to hit is going to be, the base to with 4 units, 3 unit spotting. Oops. So auto spot. Okay, so this one is spotted right here. See if I can get that spotted. Yep. What type of vehicle? That is the Abrams, right? Okay, there we go. And that's it for that movement. Okay, so now I can get rid of that. Don't need that. There's 2 units there. All right, delete that. Okay, so the only movement we have left is this group right here. Right, and these are wheeled vehicles, and they're very, very vulnerable to being hit and blown up. Question is, do I want them to try to get hull down? First of all, what size are they? They're the BTR 70s, and they're wheeled Soviet vehicles, and they're BTR 70s. There's no size modifier, and they're in crops. So what would it take for them to get hull down? Because if I can't get them hull down, let's see, they're in crops. 1 through 10 is hull down. Oh, see, that's not a, you know, okay. Okay, but of course I'm not going to stay in the hex. Well, yeah, basically has a 10% chance of me getting hull down if I stay there, and that's not very good. And considering the fact that I'm in line of sight. Yeah, but then again, unit has to fire at that, and this unit has to fire at that before they can fire at these. So I'm not, that unit really isn't in danger right now. Okay, so I'm going to leave him there. So I'm going to leave him right there. Okay, so they're going to try hull down. All right, hull down failed. And that's it. LED. Okay. So that hull down attempt failed. And that's it. So that's the end of the movement phase. Let's see what phase is next. All right, let's go over here. Movement phase ends. So this is actually the second move, the second air phase. We're going to be on the second air phase. All right, and go to the adjustment phase, I think it's called. Yes, we go to the adjustment phase. Oops. And the first step is going to be, let's get rid of this. And we got the pivot step. There's a pivot step. Infantry units that want to change their facing. Oh man, look where that's facing the butt of that tank. They definitely, well, no, because there's 3 tanks in front. Man, but yeah, they're pivoting. Anytime you can potentially get a shot at a unit's rear armor, you want to do so. Come on. There you go. All right. Hopefully that loses its suppression. Draw to take out that tank. Of course, I also have these 3 vehicles right here, right behind me. So, okay, so this one right here, I don't worry about him. He's in So everything's good. So that's the pivot step. Now we go to the adjust turret and visualization step. There's any units that are going to want to change their, maybe this one. No, even that one. I think everybody except maybe for the, I'm tempted to change the facing of that one. No, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like that. Hopefully it doesn't get fired upon. Now, do I want to leave the turret right here? Where do I want this turret to face? I want the turret to face that vehicle right there. So I'm going to on that. Wait a minute. Rotate it clockwise, and I'm going to put it right there. Reason being is I want to fire at that vehicle right there. All right, but button. All right, over here that I'm going to button that too. Okay, so is anybody, and these right here are going to remain buttoned. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to keep them open. Okay, so that's it for that. Next step is going to be adjust full cover step. All right, this unit right here, do I want them to go into full cover? Yeah, why not? Why not, say I? So I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to clone it, move it right here. And I'm going to put that into full cover. They're going to have to wait a little bit for their chance to perform, but we'll get there. I want them in full cover. That's the question. Do I still want these guys in full cover? Or do I want them to be able to move? No, I still want them in full cover. Okay, I think, oh, up here, what about, the thing is with full cover, you can't move. You're not allowed to move with full cover, so they're not going to go into full cover either. Okay, so that's it. Next step is the adjust remove suppression step. Here suppressed. Right here. And they have a chance to lose suppression. So let's get rid of that. I don't believe they were fired. I don't believe they were fired on either. So this is the unit we're checking. And let's look at the remove suppression chart. Let's go over here. Command other than NC, no. Under any fire, no. Defensive fire, no. Okay. So they need a 1 through 70 to recover. Some damage. Next, these units right here, they just flip. Well, that one flips, and that one has a chance to actually lose the actual cover, but it was under fire. Well, his vehicle was pretty much blown up underneath it. Four. And it wasn't under fire, so we're going to do this one right here. So I'm going to need 1 through 60. And they had a no command, I believe, so. We get a suppression. And that's it. Is remove up here. The next step is adjust remove morale counter step. Oop. Right. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spawning modifiers. Here we are. Okay, so you have a base of cover, not suppressed. All right, so 51 to 100. So this unit right here, to lose suppression, it's going to be 51 to 100. Hopefully they lose it. All right. Longer broken. I can remove that. They're no longer broken. Gotta make sure the turret, I can make sure the turret's clear. You really don't need that no command marker. So now we go 4. All right, let's go up here. So we're looking at that number 4 up there. And they are, okay, so their unit is suppressed. All right. In go right here, these guys right here, 1, 2, and 3. All right. So they both have no commands. Oh, we actually had another unit with a move command right there. But I missed it, so I'm just going to leave it. All right, so they're going to have off break. All right, so we're going to look at number 1. Sorry. We're going to look at number 1, and we're going to look at number 2. And they need 51 to 100. And they lose broken status, and the other one. So they're no longer they no longer have broken status. Delete, and that goes, oops. I can actually put these things maybe on the board because they really don't have a lot of delete. So they lose broken status. That's good. This one right here, That one right there. One. Which is good, I guess. I gotta find that, make sure it's eliminated. Okay, that's gone. Right there. There it is. Move you out of there. Alrighty. And then I just have to adjust these turrets and we'll be all good to go. Turret back. Get rid of these. Okay, so that's it for that. That's a 4. I was wondering why it looked like a -1. Okay, so we go over here. Now we get adjust, remove, counter step. That's easy. That's just pressing this button right here. Now remove all of them. Okay.